I'm still trying to process this recipe. How can a recipe just have a few basic ingredients, very few steps? Yes, it does require a little time and patience. The end result is this beautiful khade masale ka gosht. And if you love cooking or eating mutton dishes, definitely add this recipe to your list. I'm telling you, it does not disappoint at all. If I had just one disclaimer or warning to give while making and after making eating this recipe, would be ungliyan संभाल के ये मत खा लेना. Yes, please be careful of your fingers. Now let's begin the recipe. We're gonna make the spice powder first. We've got some coriander, cumin seeds and black pepper. I'm just gonna dry roast this for at least 3 to 4 minutes on medium heat. Let it get a little smoky, and once it gets nice and crunchy and just crumbles in your hand, that's about it. Transfer it to a plate and just let it cool off before you grind this into a powder like this. This masala is actually used at the end of the recipe. So remember the blue plate and don't comment and ask me, "Arey wo masala kahan dala?" Next step, we got a kadhai. Into this, we're gonna add some oil, heat it up, and add in all these whole spices. We're just gonna fry it for like 30 seconds on medium heat. Then we're gonna add in all the sliced onions. Make sure the slices are all even, because as this keeps cooking, the onion will just disintegrate into making that gravy. So make sure they're evenly sliced. Add some salt and just keep frying it on medium heat till it gets pink and translucent. You don't want it to get any color at all. At this point, I'm gonna add the crushed ginger and garlic. I highly recommend just crush the ginger and garlic and add it to it. Skip the paste, especially the store-bought paste, because they will really take away the flavor of the dish. So freshly crush it and just add it. Fry this for another 2 minutes, again on medium heat. We're not cooking this on high heat at all. After frying this for 2 to 3 minutes, we're going to add in the dried chilies and just keep frying it. Then finally it's time to add the mutton. These are large pieces of mutton. If you want, you can add smaller pieces as well, but it's a mix of different cuts. So we've got the leg, we've got the shoulder, we've got some ribs. So I highly recommend, even if you want to use boneless mutton, make sure you add a few pieces of bone into the curry, because trust me, it will really help. Season it again with some salt and fry it for another 3 to 4 minutes. Then it's time to add the yogurt into this. Along with the yogurt, I'm going to add in a little bit of fresh cream. Mix that all up. Eventually the yogurt will leave a lot of water. You don't need to dry this at all. Just fry it for a couple of minutes. I'm just going to clean off the sides before I add the water. And once you add the water, all you have to do is just place the lid, set this on medium-low heat, and just let it cook for 1.5 hours. Really nice and slow, and just keep coming back to it to check on it. Sometimes if you use younger goats, the mutton will cook really fast and become nice and tender really quickly, so keep checking it. And the aroma, I'm telling you, it is crazy. It just puts me at peace. I think I've never been more happier. So after 1.5 hours, you can see that the mutton is just there. It's almost there. It needs like another 5 to 6 minutes of cooking. All I need to do now is just reduce this. Don't cover it completely with the lid, just keep it partially covered and let this reduce halfway through. Once it's halfway through, I'm gonna add the spice masala which we had made before. Add all of it and just mix this well. Make sure everything is combined. Check the salt again. If you have to add a little more salt, just add it. Again, we're just gonna let this reduce for another 3 to 4 minutes, and eventually you'll see the color change. You'll see the gravy thicken a little bit. The mutton has just cooked perfectly, and as you can see, the onion has completely disintegrated to form the base for the gravy. Finally, I'm just gonna finish this off with some chopped coriander, julienne ginger, and some chopped green chilies, and that's all you need to do. And now before you eat it, I would recommend just let it sit for 5 to 6 minutes before you serve it. Flavors will really get into that mutton. I'm telling you, this is really an epic recipe, and I really hope a bunch of you tried. If you tried, do let me know in the comments what do you think about it. And if you watched the video till here, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell icon, like the video, and as always, I am always hungry, so I'm going to enjoy this, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.